Bright Lance on the way for Giddy. Shoot us! Flanked and suppressed. They need to get out of there, but they're trying to get back in the building. I don't think they're going to be able to, but oh! 2 members make it in. Although once that shuriken resets up, that's not going to be a safe place for them anymore. The Banshee's just trying to finish this generator off before the Sluggas can take them out. Losing members on retreat, but still maintaining the Exarch so far. Death Dread on the intercept. Claims 1 more member, but the Bright Lance is hammering away at its health. It's not quite as powerful as other laser teams, but it is quite quick at shooting. Little back, well, recapping for Giddy of his natural resource points here. Exarch finally driven off a little bit, although not retreating, just fleet of footing. She's been upgraded with the Executioner. Meanwhile, the Warboss has the Cyborg implants, giving him the Big Stomp. The Death Dread charges in, forces a mass retreat. And the Now I'm Angry misses as the Warp Spider is able to easily evade it with a teleport. And then hop in the building. Storm Boy's a little late jumping in, although we're using that jump defensively to get away from these Banshees with their Exarch. And then have the Death Dread intercept them here. That was a Bomba Boy. But Giddy's not messing around. Once that hit, he retreated immediately. Nice sync kill, casting that Banshee aside like she's nothing. Death Dread not quite activating his burners on this Warp Spider Exarch. There we go. That should drive him out pretty quickly. There we go. Exarch capping. Meanwhile, the Shurikens trying desperately to drive these shooters out, but having quite a bit of trouble in that entrenched position. Shooters trying to take the Bright Lance down. Down to 2 members. And bleeding. Tier 3 coming up for Noisy Elmo. That was it for his Tier 2 purchases. He's floating quite a bit of requisition. Death Dread driving off the Exarch, who leapt nicely over this map. That's a good use of the map's natural terrain there to escape that encounter with basically no damage. Elmo's getting Tier 3 quite a bit ahead of Giddy, so can expect some pretty big pressure here. Death Dread able to drive off the Exarch again. Storm Boy's jumping in to cap this point again. Those upgraded Sluggas are doing quite a bit of damage to that Exarch, but now with the Warboss joining in, his Big Stomp seems to have missed almost entirely there, not knocking anything over, or much of anything. But the Sluggas were driven off by the combination of the Banshees and the Exarch. Bright Lance hammering away at the Death Dread again. Warboss is looking pretty light there with all that ranged and melee damage. He better get out of there soon. Hard Boys is on him, but is that going to be enough? No, he goes down. That Banshee squad is close to going down with 125 hit points between 2 members, one of which is the Exarch. And now Giddy finally being able to put Elmo on the back foot here, able to drive him off a little bit. Elmo's down to just 3 squads. 1 Slugga, 1 Shooter, and 1 Storm Boys. And the Shooters have been locked in this building for quite some time, and it is not looking good for them here. They're exiting the building and retreating, but oh, the retreat path is taking them all over the place, losing all the members but the knob. Storm Boys hanging out, waiting for a good chance to strike, as this whole army is moving carefully across the screen here. We've got some commando knobs in, stealthed. But the Storm Boys were caught out of position here by the Warp Spider Exarch and forced out of their ambush position. Commandos flanking up on this shuriken squads, while the Sluggas and Warboss keep them busy. And there it is, a nice burner bomb, forcing both shuriken teams out of there. But is this one going to be able to get out in time? It is, just barely, but that charge had come a moment earlier. It would have been too late for them. Autarch forcing off these the commando knobs, while this Shoota squad is trying to chip away at the Warp Spider, who is quite low and goes down. Check levels real quick. Warp Spider level 5, Warboss level 4, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. Backcapping here for the Bright Lance team, which now has no purpose but to cap, as there are no vehicles or super heavy infantry out for Elmo. The charge, getting the Warboss in there before the team could set up and suppress him. Actually, wow, that went quite far. A little bit of Gen Bash for the Bright Lance. The second Bright Lance not quite able to shoot the Warboss, but now the base defense is able to put quite a bit of hurt on him. He should probably get out of there pretty quickly here, and he does. Autarch charging out to get these Slugga boys who have retreated preemptively. Commando's able to drive off this Bright Lance. The Shooters come in to try to stop this Autarch from having a free, easy cap off this victory point. Meanwhile, the Commandos are decapping this point. Although revealed at the moment, there they go, they re-stealth, but once this finishes decapping and starts capping, they'll be revealed again. So they discontinue that, drop a burner bomb, and are taking quite a lot of damage. The Commando knobs go down easily to these Banshees, but they are quite low on health as well. 75, 50, oh, they live. Storm boys shoot us, taking out the middle here. We're able to drive the Autarch off. Shuriken camping over here. That seems like almost a slow motion leap there. Not the usual twirly leap that the Storm Boys are known for. And the Warp Spider is able to blink back over to these Shootas while the Storm Boys get distracted with the point, but the Shootas are able to dispatch of him easily. And we've got a battle wagon coming out for Elmo here. The probably most underused super epic unit, I would say. I think that's pretty safe to say that. Warboss having an epic battle one-on-one with the Autarch here, but the Autarch is not having any of that, and he is able to avoid the huge cloud kicked up by the big stomp there. Leaps over, going to assault these Slugga boys who've managed to recap this point. And we've got another Shuriken weapon cannon coming out for Giddy. As his Autarch is getting taken down pretty handily by these Sluggas, but it is getting away with 20 health. Another nice Now I'm Angry. And the Storm Boys, Ard Boys has been activated, but are still going to have to get out of there, as those Banshees are quite potent and are level 2 at the moment. And Battle Wagon activating the roller, and wow, just rolling all over these howling Banshees, but they are able to get away. And the Battle Wagon switches its focus to the Shuriken team. Warp Spider's back on the field doing a little capping, trying to desperately save the day, but no, it is over, and Elmo has won. It was a pretty exciting back and forth there. Giddy was able to pull off some pretty nice moves with the Autarch call-in and the clever positioning of the Shuriken teams, but it was not a match, unfortunately, for Elmo's pretty clever flanking of both his Storm Boys and his Slugga Boys. And if we look at the score here, we can see that, yep, Elmo was able to claim a lot more victims with his Storm Boy, Shoot a Boy, Slugga combo there. But GiDDoLo put on a very good demonstration of Eldar's ability to really hold out against a pretty aggressive force after an early loss of that Banshee squad. And yeah, I think that was a quite an exciting game, and once again, I will be playing in the L2P Project L2P tournament tomorrow. So yeah, hope to see you there. Should be a great time, and thanks for watching.